Okay. I spend a fair bit of time talking about my garden and my yard and like posting pictures and stuff like that. But I don't ever have anybody over at my house, so I figured I would do a little garden yard tour for my friends. Like, this is the deck that we were working on all last summer. That, don't mind that, it's just one of my cages in progress. My fennel box for the black swallowtail butterflies that I raise, and all of our pretty deck boards that my buddy Mutt and my son all helped us install with a little bit of help from the neighbors. David made all of these frames for the hog panel fencing that goes around the outside, and put up these rods with garden lights. And I have some solar garden globes that my son got me for my birthday last year, I think. But from the deck, we go down onto the patio where I have even more petunias and our rocker and more fencing because I'm still working on fencing, and more petunias, and the grill that David will come out here and grill at when it is 20 degrees outside because he's a Minnesotan. And my little garden guardian, my dragon, Boingy dragon. That salvia is not doing great, but it's been around for a very long time. Petunias, because I like petunias. More plants that still need to go in the ground. This is a coneflower that will go with the rest of the coneflowers. A salad bench or a lettuce bench, or radishes or whatever. We built out a cedar a few years ago. Little garden patch underneath Dave's office window with my osteospermum and hollyhock that refuses to grow a flower spike, Johnny jump ups, clematis, lots of butterfly weed, and the vegetable garden that Dave needs to weed. My green beans are finally all the way up to the top of the trellis. I should probably lift the cucumbers. Yeah, I'll do that later. Tomatoes, peppers, whatnot. Our greenhouse. Oh my goodness. Well, that's interesting. Something dug the shit out of my roses. I'll have to fix that. I don't know what that is or was, but holy crap. Strange. I wonder if that was a rabbit looking for a place to nest. So yeah, greenhouse. Planter box that Dave built for me last year that has lots of salvia and sunflowers and a golden shrimp plant. And those are sunflowers that the squirrels actually planted in the yard. I dug them up. I was like, well, see what they do. They're growing. Shed. Neighbors. All the way to the back of the yard. I was just out here a little while ago picking raspberries from my raspberry patch, trimming out some stuff. And I have to come out here and weed again. Another clematis. My foxglove is done for the year, and I have a couple of varieties of beard tongue, and there's a milkweed there that I believe is a showy milkweed. Another hollyhock that refuses to grow a flower spike. Some goat's beard, some more coneflowers, and blue smoothleaf aster. And there's some balloon flowers coming in right there. And my butterfly patch. I have a couple of varieties of swamp milkweed. There's the normal pink variety, the white ballerina, some showy milkweed, lots and lots of coneflowers. This is my clutter garden. I just kind of mash everything in here. Some zinnias, some more Johnny Jump Ups. I have some purple milkweed that I planted in there that a couple of them seem to have sprouted. And my super tall coneflowers, aka echinacea, growing back there. More white coneflowers there. That one, that is all salvia. That needs to be trimmed back. More milkweed, more grasses, something Dave planted. I think that one is a Chantilly lace. More pretty things that Dave planted. More osteospermum. A phlox, super big phlox, and some columbines and ornamental grass. Another hollyhock. Pretty pink things. We had a brand new Zone 5 hardy hibiscus there that something chewed down, so we're pulling that out and we have to go and get a new one. More ornamental grasses and other stuff that Dave planted. A pink variety of a black-eyed Susan, whatever they call the pink ones. Little annuals that he plants. I don't plant annuals. I plant perennials because I don't want to work that hard. Some lilies. My poison garden kind of starts here with our, oh my God, perimenopause brain, you win. Belladonna. More Johnny Jump Ups. Oh yeah, more Johnny Jump Ups down there too. They just kind of grew out of the grass. That is our patch of zebra mallow. More beard tongue. Another thing Dave planted. More stuff Dave planted. I don't pay attention to what he plants. Lilies. More ballerina white swamp milkweed. A couple of years ago, well no, last year, I just got tired of the squirrels eating all of the heads off of my coneflowers, so I took all of the seeds that I had harvested and I just filled this whole thing with coneflower seeds. And I've got a common milkweed back here that just sprouted up out of nowhere. But there's a whole bunch of common milkweed back there in the ditch, so it's to be expected. I don't mind. Milkweeds are welcome in this yard. More pretty things. Delphinium, 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 delphinium. Lots of delphinium. Oh, this one is actually a really pretty double flowering, kind of droopy head columbine. My new cherry bells plant, along with my new monk's hood plants, because Dave dug my other one out, so now I have two of them because I went and bought two. Like, I'll show you. Dig my monk's hood out, I'll just buy two of them. Some kind of fluffy grass-like thing that I don't remember the name of, but I'm the one who convinced him to buy that. Veronica plants that I remember I bought them because they were Star Wars themed names. Like there's a Leia and a Skywalker, and there's a bee. There's a little bumblebee right there. Mr. Bumbles. And come up here. This one is a new edition this year. And that one I think is the Delft Lace Astilbe. And another thing that I always forget the name of, and I can never remember the name of it. Dahlias. More pretty green things. Sedum, very leggy because it's parked all the way back here in the shade, and we're probably going to move that up front. Jacob's ladder. My bleeding heart. Another Jacob's ladder. A popcorn plant. Pretty white thing that Dave planted. It looks like some variety of geranium. More Astilbe that just is not doing very good. His paradise birdie things. The one hosta that is left in our yard from when we bought the house, because I don't like hostas. I don't like hostas. Don't want them in my yard. I'm not a 70-year-old woman. And then we come back here to the back of the property where the bushes are, and the peonies. There's the bush, there's a big bush, and another bush, and my apple tree, and a peony, and another bush, and another peony, and more bushes. So, yeah. My yard is all of that. All the way back by the greenhouse. We didn't even go to the side yards other than the vegetable garden. But the side yard there just really doesn't have much. We have a a sumac right on the corner of the house that keeps sprouting up additional baby sumacs that we keep digging out and putting them into protective custody inside the greenhouse so that we can plant them elsewhere in the yard. Because in there, down my little path, we do have a sumac. Yeah, I didn't even check the backside of the path. Oh, that's right. We have lilies that just opened too. David's retaining wall that he spent a summer building. We have flocks and stuff in. Apparently, the previous owners when, like the original owners, when they had this used to be some kind of a water feature. And then the people who we bought the house from, they had removed the water feature. So now it's just drainage. But yeah, he's planted these gorgeous lilies this year. Aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. There's a sumac. That is the tiger's eye sumac, I believe. Along with another holly, or not a hollyhock, a foxglove. A whole bunch of creeping Charlie that he calls ground cover. And a Solomon seal plant, another bush that he planted, and I have, that is my meadow rue. My meadow rue is not doing very well. I'm thinking it is going to need to be moved because it is just not doing well. Bye, see you later. Oh, look. A butterfly is visiting my butterfly patch. See, everyone who stuck around to the end of my garden tour gets to see the butterflies actually using my butterfly patch. Aren't they pretty? I think I'm going to plant some more milkweed and then, register my yard as a monarch habitat. Bye, Mr. Butterfly. Oh, you coming back? You wanna spend time on that plant now? Okay. My milkweed brings the butterflies to the yard. Yup, it does. So yeah, I spend a large portion of my summer out here. Oh my God, these lilies smell amazing. Oh, if you could smell these, they smell so good. But yeah, it's my yard. I like it. That is our big some bitch tree. That's cottonwood. It's a cottonwood. It makes my life hell every year. You want to see why it makes my life hell? That. All of that. Those are all cottonwood seedlings that I get to come out here and rip out. Yay! But I have pretty butterflies in my yard. Yeah, so that's my garden tour, my backyard garden tour. Spend a lot of time out here. I like it. Might not be as big or fancy as as manicured as other people's, but I like it. It's mine, and that's where I burn things. So, yeah. Hope all of my friends enjoyed my little garden tour, since I don't ever invite anybody over here. Y'all don't show up at my house. I'll get that out, the flamethrower. But hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching my silly little video.